Hello there, Taurus, and welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. We've got your money and career reading here for you for March of 2024. If you are new to my channel, hello and welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm always grateful for each and every one of you. Let's get right into it and see what we've got. We're going to kick off your month here. We've got a super new moon in the sign of Pisces. This is on the 10th of the month, on the 10th of March. And this can be a really good time to really dream big. Pisces is a very dreamy energy, like fantasy kind of energy, but this is where you can really set your intentions, visualize the future that you want to create, the things that you want to change, and really kind of get a little bit of extra energetic boost behind your intentions with this. Big new beginning energy with this, right? But with Pisces energy also being 12th house energy, which is like a completion, you might be thinking about, what do you need to do differently? What do I need to shut down? What do I need to change? What's working, what's not, right? And this is a great time to really give yourself an opportunity to propel yourself forward or to make the changes that you want. Spring is the time of growth, and we have Ostara coming up on the 19th, the spring equinox. So this is a wonderful time to focus on balance in your world, and because things get out of whack, get out of alignment. Are you spending too much time at work and not enough time at home? If you work at home, do you have a boundary, right? Sometimes I know a lot of people that work at home, they either pepper their day with housework and don't really get a lot of work done, or they never stop working. So this is a reminder there to find some balance in your life. But a spring equinox is where we welcome in the light, right? And it is about equality, equal levels of light and darkness there, but it's a time of growth. We also have a micro full moon in Libra, which is a lunar eclipse on the 25th of the month. Eclipses can bring chaos. They can shake things up a little bit. They can bring about unexpected things, but in the Libran energy with the full moon, this might be where legal matters resolve themselves. Especially if you've been waiting for something for a while, this is where you can usher in, focus on contracts or money, right? Things like that. You might be paying off some loans, coming to the completion of a contract. This is a great time to focus on partnerships of all kinds, right? Libran energy is about balance, equality, harmony, but also about partnerships. So get prepared for that lunar eclipse energy that's coming up there for you. We're going to start out with the Page of Cups. We've got the 3 of Coins and the 9 of Coins. Look at this. This is great. If you've got a vision, you've got something that you want to do, something that you've been working towards, this might be a month where you're going to start to see some results for yourself, and you may even see your hard work and dedication pay off. The Page of Cups can represent some good news, some new opportunities coming in. It can also represent a creative project or endeavor that may actually bring you some money. So again, if you have like a home-based business, maybe you've got a side gig, a lot of people have them right now, this is where you're going to start to see things kick off a little bit for you, and you're going to really see your hard work is just, it's like something is blossoming in a really positive way, because the 9 of Coins brings success and abundance into your life, and it does bring some money or recognizing the ability for you to make some money. Some of you may spend some money on yourself this month, by the way, because the 9 of Coins is quite often the energy of luxury, of treating yourself to something that you really want. And with the Page of Cups, it may be something that's not 100% practical. It might be something that just gives you pleasure and joy. Page of Cups does bring in new things, new ideas, new projects, right? Especially with the 3 of Coins in the middle of there. But it also brings things that might be a little bit Yeah, a little bit, I don't want to say a little bit childish, but something that feeds your inner child, right? So something that just kind of makes your heart sing. So it might be something completely impractical, but something that you really want rather than something you need, which is that Nine of Coins energy. So you could get a bonus, a dividend somewhere there. Maybe you've made a little bit of extra cash, or maybe you've been saving up for something. But the Page of Cups also brings surprises. And with the Three of Coins, which brings a lot of creative energy, attention to detail, but you're building something, you're creating something, you might have something very pleasant that you discover on the horizon for yourself here. This can be a new job. This can be an opportunity to, maybe do something that you enjoy and make some money at it at the same time. But whatever your situation happens to be, it is a very pleasurable energy. So we also have here the Empress card coming out here for you. This is wonderful energy for you. We've got the Ten of Wands, so be a little bit cautious with that. And we've got the Eight of Wands here for you as well. So this is a really great time for expansion, growth, and creation in your life. The Empress card is beautiful, right? Venus energy, and Venus is your chart ruler. So this is really you coming into alignment with things, or recognizing that you have the power, you have the ability to make change, or to start something new, or to improve something in your life. The Empress card brings you new beginnings. It brings you growth and fertility, but it can also bring things to fruition for you, because yeah, some of you could be very much having something come into alignment for you that you have set intentions for previously, something that you have manifested, and this is this opening door for you here. And think back to the new moon in Libra that we had, think 6 months ago. Where have you been in the last 6 months? What have you been doing? What changes have you made? What has come to fruition? But what do you feel is still in the winds? Because the Page of Cups can really have you focusing on your intuition, right? So your intuition is telling you something. And again, you could get just some very pleasant surprise there, right? Page of Cups does bring something that you didn't quite expect. So you could surprise yourself, but it can be something external as well. But the Empress card is a beautiful energy focusing on happiness and joy and fulfillment. But again, we do have all this creative energy, which is not surprising since we do have new moon in Pisces energy, and Pisces does bring creativity, and it really sparks your imagination. And the Page of Cups brings in this imaginative energy as well. The Ten of Wands, though, word to the wise, right in the middle of your reading there, the heart of the matter. The Ten of Wands is stress, is burdens, is difficulties. Sometimes you may feel as though you've got a monkey on your back, or that things are just moving along really slowly. But the great thing with the Ten of Wands is you never give up. You keep persevering, right? Giving up is not an option. But something here for you has been very slow to come in, very slow to complete, or, you have just been feeling a little bit bogged down. So the Ten of Wands is always a reminder about having a really honest look at the responsibilities that we're taking on, the burdens that we're taking on. Now, sometimes, we're at a stage in life where we have a lot of pressure, we've got a lot of responsibilities, and there's not a lot of opportunity to spread it around, right? So sometimes we do just have no choice but to keep on moving forward, even when you're walking through quicksand. But the great thing is that the Ten of Wands is a completion energy. So with this, you could be done with a certain situation. And again, we do have eclipse energy coming in here with Libra energy attached to it. And Libra, balance, equality, boundaries, right? Sorting out issues, right? So focusing on a better partnerships. And we can partner up with a lot of things. We can partner up in love. We can partner up in money, right? We can partner up with companies, or, people that we live with or work with, right? So partnerships of all kinds. And this Libran influence says here, there's something here that may not necessarily be, how should we say, you may need to have a really good look in the mirror and see, where do I need to start saying no? Where do I need to share the responsibilities if I can? Or what changes do I need to make so that I can feel less pressure, less burdens, right? And that might mean changing your job. It might mean changing how you do things. It might mean you looking at alternate places for resources, right? But the tens again is an ending, right? So something coming to a close, something coming to an end. Sometimes the 10 of Wands can be that energy where we have worked so hard for something. We keep on putting one foot in front of the other. We never give up, never persevere. We purposely take on a lot of extra responsibilities because this is going to benefit our earning potential and our career path going on, because 10 of Wands can represent that you are ready to level up. You're ready to take things to the next level, and you're ready for greater level of responsibility, which hopefully for you brings in more money. And this is where that Page of Cups can come in, right? The tens go into the pages. So you could really have been working very, very hard, working your fingers to the bone. And this is where you're starting to see a little bit of results. It may require change. It may require saying no. It may require looking for something new, but whatever it is, the Empress is on your side to bring you things to your doorstep, to bring you new beginnings, to bring you growth in here as well. But there's some good news here, I feel, because we do have the Eight of Wands here as well. And the Eight of Wands, yes, it can represent, this might be a very busy month for you. A lot of action with the Eight of Wands, right? A lot of things on the go. But the thing is whatever obstacles are in our path, whatever challenges we face, we're overcoming them. We're moving forward. And it's a very speedy energy, but it's also very exciting energy. Sometimes the Eight of Wands can bring in some really good news, or it can really bring some momentum. So if the 10 of Wands energy, you've been feeling like things have been very painful and very slow, things are about to speed up for you, right? And part of this is the shift from Pluto into Aquarius, which we have never seen in our lifetimes, because Pluto has been in Capricorn for a very long time, and that's heavy energy, it's slow energy, it's earth energy, and now we're more in air energy. And so we'll feel that things are picking up the pace a little bit, and this can really benefit you. Set your intentions, though, for whatever it is that you want to create, whatever it is you want to manifest, whatever changes that you want to make, wherever you want to see growth, because the Eight of Wands shows that wherever you do set your intentions, wherever you focus, your energy is hitting home. And because the eights are an energy of unlimited potential, they require flexibility and adaptability, right? Rather than a rigid stance, be open in the flow, but it does represent things created, blossoming, abundance in your life. So as can be the Empress. So it's really quite exciting there in that energy. We've got the Strength card coming in there for you. We've got the Nine of Swords, okay? And we've got the Wheel of Fortune. See, the tides are turning. So there we go. This is wonderful energy. So, with the Nine of Swords and the 10 of Wands, yeah, there's something here that you're probably worried about. Maybe you're worried about the future. Perhaps you've had some unexpected bills. This can be where there's things, kind of concerning you in your workplace kind of thing. But sometimes, the Nine of Swords is a reminder of the burdens and the pressure that we do put on ourselves, the anxieties that, we all have some anxiety. We all have worries. But the Nine of Swords is where things are overtaking you. Sleepless nights. It's just this kind of overwhelming loss of control, or feeling like you're not in control. So with the rest of the energy coming in around you, everything is incredibly positive in your reading, but we do have the 10 of Wands and the Nine of Swords. So get out of your head into your heart, take charge, take action. Sometimes that's all we need to do to feel as though we're a little bit more in control of our situation. We're not always in control of our situation, but sometimes it really depends on how we view things. So Nine of Swords, along with the Eight of Swords, they're both self-imposed restrictive energies, right? Because thinking about things in the middle of the night, not being able to shut off your brain, kind of overthinking and overanalyzing, it does tend to send us down into a little bit of a spiral. So just remember, we can't control all of our thoughts, right? But if you do find yourself going down that road, is we need to kind of bring ourselves back to center, take a few deep breaths, bring things into perspective, whether it's writing things down or taking a different approach, or, really having a good, long, honest look at your situation. Are you spending too much money? Are your investments paying off? Are you making enough money, right? Is there something better out there for you, or is there just a better way to deal with an issue, right? And when we bring things into the light of day, things are not as scary as they are in the middle of the night, right? But pay attention to your dreams too, because the Nine of Swords can represent the nighttime energy, and it can represent your dreams. So you might not be necessarily, tossing and turning. You might not necessarily be lying awake at night worried about everything. You could be, having some very interesting dreams at this time, and that's that Pisces energy that comes in. And probably also the full moon eclipse will probably trigger some interesting dreams there as well. So pay attention to your dreams, because they're telling you something. Okay, there's messages there for you. Maybe this is where you gain some insight or inspiration, but whatever it happens to be, pay attention to those. But whatever your situation is, we do have the Strength card here for you. So some Leo energy. Now there could be possibly a Leo person around you that you partner up with, or that can help you in some way. But the Strength card really does remind you of your inner strength. So out of your head and into your heart, right? So this is very dark kind of dingy energy with the Nine of Swords. And this is like, no, I'm going to take my power back. I'm going to take my mojo back, right? I'm not going to let anything control me. And so this is where, Spirit's reminding you of your inner strength. Also be kind to yourself as well, okay? Because the Strength card is that reminder to be kind and compassionate, all right? But especially to yourself, right? 10 of Wands and the 9 of Swords, you could be kicking yourself in the butt for something here. Don't be too hard on yourself, okay? Just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, make whatever changes you want to make, or make the decisions that you need to make. Sometimes we kind of get a little bit wrapped up in indecision, but the 8 of Wands, right? Making a decision and going for it. But the Strength card with the Leo energy, Leo is ruled by the sun. The sun brings us energy, brings us growth. The sun is coming back into our lives with the spring equinox, right? The days are getting longer and later and brighter, especially, well, if you're in the northern hemisphere, right? If you're in the southern hemisphere, you're heading into winter, right? So, things might feel a little bit different for you. But I am in the northern hemisphere, so we'll kind of focus on that, right? So this is really about getting the energy that you need, feeling that spark of inspiration, or that, big burst of I can do this. But this is where you gain some courage. So never underestimate the power of having a little bit of courage, but use a little discernment, okay, in this energy, whatever you're trying to do. Patience is the key, especially where money and career paths are involved, right? Nothing happens overnight. And sometimes we do need to really recognize when to come out of the gate, with our little sword of courage going, yes, and hear my lions roar. And we also need to know when to kind of take that step back, take a calmer approach to something, especially if we're discussing things with people, especially if we are resolving issues. And the 10 of Wands, especially if there's some boundaries that we need to put up. But the great news is we do have the Wheel of Fortune here for you. So we've got fated events, we've got good luck, good fortune, we've got an uptick here for you in your energy. So this is bringing you, ruled by Jupiter, bringing you abundance and growth and prosperity and wonderful opportunities into your life. So if you're looking to level up, 10 of Wands, right? Some of you are ready for more responsibility, right? The Wheel of Fortune says, yes, this is your opportunity. 8 of Wands, go for it. You will be successful. 9 of Coins, right? Keep your eye on the prize. There's new beginnings, or there's improvements here for you. Some of you, you're learning something and you're getting a deeper understanding of things that have transpired. Maybe you're learning about your money a little bit, right? Okay, it's like, okay, well, we got to do something a little bit different here. And with the Eight of Wands, right, we can resolve something and kind of alleviate a little bit of burdens, because the Jupiter energy does bring in some wisdom for us as well. So sometimes we learn to take a different approach. Sometimes we learn, our little life lessons there when it comes to money, about, the things that we spend when we can afford it instead of maybe when we can't afford it, right? It's very easy to slip into debt and whatnot in this day and age, right? There's a lot of credit out there, but this kind of keeps us buried, kind of keeps us in a hole. So you might have an opportunity to turn things around. But we do have 2 8s coming out here for you guys. So we do have abundance coming in. We've got, kind of an energy shift here for you of recognizing your unlimited potential, your earning potential, and your potential for career growth and opportunities, which can, of course, bring you more money. Don't forget, we do have the 9 of coins up there. We also have 2 10s here for you as well. 10s, of course, do bring a completion or bring an ending, and this is where things are really shifting for you into a fresher energy, a lighter energy, and maybe even a faster moving energy. With that 8 of Wands can really propel you forward, or this is where you really do feel like things are starting to shift for you in a positive way. So instead of feeling like, you're walking through quicksand or you're walking through concrete, right? This is where things do kind of feel a little bit lighter and feel like you're gathering momentum here in this. But we like having the Wheel of Fortune. It reminds you of the ebb and the flow of life. Sometimes things are up, sometimes things are down. And when we roll with the punches, right, when we stay in the flow of things, this is where things get a little bit easier, right? So give thanks and celebrate and rejoice in those times of good fortune, expansion, and maybe even a little bit of luck, right? And, and when we feel like we're heading in a down patch, right, because it happens to us all, right, focus on moving forward and focus on the solution. And this will help you keep the momentum going or shift your circumstances. But you are heading into this cycle of growth, of expansion, of new opportunities, new beginnings, or of course of, making things better for yourself, right? So it's a really great energy there for you. So let's grab a couple last cards here for you. These are the secret manifestation cards. And of course, we do manifest things into our lives on a daily basis, right? We don't always think about things that way, but that's what ultimately happens. Our energy, our thoughts, our vibe, this is what dictates our reality, right? Like attracts like. The energy attracts the energy. So let's see what other words of advice are coming in here for you. Be grateful for all that you have. When you're grateful for the things you have, not only will you see those things increase, but you will open the floodgates to everything you want and a life of true contentment and happiness. What did we just say, right? When things are up, right? Give thanks, give gratitude, but also when things are down for you and you feel like nothing's happening, also give gratitude. Give gratitude for the lessons that you've learned. Give gratitude for the opportunity to resolve a challenge, right? Give thanks for whatever it happens to be, right? Because when we're grateful, we give thanks, we get more things to be grateful for. Count your blessings. Make it a daily habit to sit down and write out 10 blessings. If you never did anything else, this is one practice that will transform your life. It can be something very minor, right? It can be some major things, right? And, if you making it a daily habit might sometimes feel a little bit daunting, try it weekly, right? And then maybe increase it when you see things starting to work for you, right? Start out weekly if daily is not necessarily feasible for you. But whatever your situation is, be grateful, count your blessings, because I think there's some big, big shifting energy here for you. So I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. I hope there was something here that resonated. If there was, and if you enjoyed your reading, please do hit that like button. If you enjoy my content, subscribe to my channel and say hello in the comment section down below. What's going on in your life, and claim your energy, right? Manifest your desires and your dreams. Dream big, think big with this Pisces energy. You just never know what may happen. So I thank you guys. I hope you have a great month, and I'll see you later. Bye.